Boom shakalaka, why the bearish scenario is looking less and less likely for Bitcoin and altcoins, and why the bullish scenario is looking better than ever. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including why the bearish scenario is likely about to come to the end and why the bullish scenario is looking freaking spectacular. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. Push that like button. Now, fear and greed today, 45 down from yesterday's 47, back down into fear territory. The overall market, I think it was sideways. Yep, sideways. Bitcoin up, or Bitcoin at 26,898, Ethereum at 1557, BNB at 207, XRP 48 cents, Solana $21, Cardano 24 cents, Dogecoin 5 cents, and Tron 8 cents. And Bitcoin right now sitting just above the 50-day moving average, still underneath the 100 and 200-day moving average, inside of this larger wedge right here, continuing to go sideways. But the worst may have already been over, because right now Bitcoin is above the SMA 20 line, this blue line right here. The last 3 times Bitcoin first made a new all-time high before falling back to this line. Now in COVID 2020 we had a fake out, but then the price went parabolic much more quickly. So we are likely to have another all-time high before falling back below that line. Also with altcoins as well. Why are people panicking? Altcoins are already above the support that has existed for multiple years. You can see this falling wedge, generally a bullish pattern, more or less sideways movement. Load your bags and sit back. The longer the sideways phase, the stronger the pump. Turns out recently you can buy and sell Bitcoin just based on the RSI, this color chart. When it's in green, buy. When it's in red, sell. Again and again. Right now, we are between the buy and the sell territory, so likely to continue up before maybe coming down a little bit. Also, on a longer time frame, you can see that low risk was down here in the bottom in the green. We are now in the intermediate risk zone. Why? Because the price is higher. As the price gets higher, the risk increases, but potentially so does the reward. If we take a look at multiple indicators for Bitcoin, we take a look at the stochastic indicator, we take a look at the RSI moving average, and the OBV smoothing line. All of these have touched bottoms already. So all of those bears suggesting that Bitcoin is yet to hit $10,000 are very likely to be disappointed. But you know what? Once price goes up, they stop talking, and then they talk about, oh, I believed in it all the time and it's going to $1 million. Well, if we take a look based on volatility alone, we can see here that generally in the cycles, there's 1, 2, sometimes 3 dips of extremely low volatility. These are oftentimes great periods to accumulate before we have massive moves with extremely high volatility. This could likely being the second dip right here. Look at where it was previous cycles, the second dip. We could be in for something over the horizon. Coming up with the second resistance zone, generally the indecision zone where price goes sideways before breaking through the second resistance zone. So it's just a matter of time for Bitcoin. But the MACD did just cross into bullish territory. It crossed above the 0 line. When it did this in 2016, look at what followed not long afterwards. So we could have a very, very interesting year coming up for the Bitcoin. And they say what's good for miners is good for Bitcoin. If we take a look at some of the popular mining stocks like Marathon and Riot, they could not look better. Both of them finding support above resistance, retesting support, also inverse head and shoulders. All of these things looking very, very bullish for the mining stocks. Likely going to be very, very bullish for Bitcoin as well. How bullish? Well, if we take a look right here, just based on the angles from previous bull runs between 38, 49, and 54 degrees, depending upon where we could be headed from where we are now, pre-halving, to the halving, this could put the halving price, not the top price, the halving price, between $65,000 and $186,000. And it gets better from there, because take a look at this, the first cycle gains projection. Now this is just kind of odd, but all of these lines, these gains, are the exact same copy. And if we see from this bottom wick down here to the top, that was the first one. We copy that from the bottom wick right down here, and that comes right up to the top down here. And then we copy from the bottom wick right down here, and that comes up to the top right here. And then, well, minimum we copy from this top wick right here, 128,000. But if it's from this bottom wick right here, that's $233,000 per Bitcoin. So that's all for today's episode. I know that does it for me. Hope that does it for you. I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.